welcoming Rev.Elaine Fuller-Zachey. Elaine. Oh dear. Oh, hello up there.
Oh, goodness.
Here we are. Foreigners, well, I don't remember what country my forebears came from, but you know, maybe I'm a foreigner too, right? Okay, so here we are. I'm an immigrant. Yay, immigrants. Me too. Huh?
I'm Native American. I was born here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I
but
was born here.
I'm a native, but I'm also of foreign descent. Thank you, God. You know, kind of mixed. And so I know God is the reality. I mean, the title is Knowing What We Don't Know.
Ooh.
Well, I know God is the reality. Existence itself proves God. Well, to me, it's just that simple. In spite of some people saying that we can never know God, we can. There is intelligence in everything. Otherwise, nothing would be. You know. Who or what teaches everything and everyone to exist as it exists, to maintain what it is, and to change in a specific manner? Who or what knows how to be, how to remain that great cosmic soup in which all movement and form, as well as the movement and form itself, is suspended? God, light, unity. God, the Father that Jesus spoke of and prayed to. Krishna's soul that exists in everything, the one Lord of the universe. Buddha's universal mind, Lao Tzu's void within which all exists. Tao, the one which never changes. These four descriptions of life say the same thing, that an endless, timeful something extends as and beyond everything. It's beyond equality. It is itself in, around, with, as, and through, and as everything that is. It exists and knows how to exist as all that is. It knows. So I'm here, as we all are. I know I'm here. And therefore, I know God. And I accept that. Leader, teacher, inner Christ counselor, Jennifer Allen Prather, in her November keynote bulletin, her November keynote essay in the bulletin, the name is The Art of Knowing, writes about her experience of stepping into knowing God. And I read from her essay. I remember a day when I was vacuuming my house, something that I did routinely, but this time I experienced a knowing or spiritual experience that transported me in a nanosecond to what I could only describe as an outer space experience. At that very moment, I felt small as a speck of dust, but also one with the universe. It was one of only a handful of spiritual experiences I have had in this lifetime, but one I will never forget. I experienced absolute knowing at the moment that there was a higher intelligence, and that I am part of that intelligence. This was her awareness of God's omnipresence. She says we exist in a field of infinite knowingness, divine intelligence. Jennifer's realization is the knowing what she doesn't know. And a way we can get there is by meditation, and the teaching of the inner Christ, or TIC, offers many wonderful opportunities for us to sharpen those skills. It guides all who desire to engage in meditation, scientific prayer, Christ realization, Christ being the divine reality within each of us. As some of you, I've taken inner sensitivity more than once. When we take it again, we take it with a different realization, and wow, that happened to me. Inner sensitivity is the teaching of the inner Christ's basic course, through which the truth seeker can learn the teaching's basic vocabulary and principles, how to contact their inner Christ, meditation, and scientific prayer that works. I like stuff that works. The course is given online by Rev.Elaine Kelly, as well as here in the San Diego Center. The last assignment in the inner sensitivity is to meditate on a leaf. And I did that. Rather, without that objective, I gazed at a leaf while sitting cross-legged and comfortable in meditation. I'd been meditating a while, eyes closed first, and then opened my eyes to see a small potted ivy plant. It was in front of me and to the right. It's the kind of ivy plant that had a little white stripe here and there, and it's really bright green leaves, pretty. I watched, enjoying its color and shape, and I was kind of curious because the outline of the leaf just dissolved and it blended, its green and white blended into its surroundings, going mostly upwards, and then it just kind of got finer and finer until it disappeared. It was gone. It was gone. It showed me that in reality it was one with its surroundings instead of being a separate thing, and that's a good lesson. That's a good lesson. One. Keep that experience in mind. Maybe you've had one similar to it. And I'll tell you something else. Physicists write about something called spooky action at a distance. Ooh, here we go. Halloween. Spooky action at a distance is also called quantum entanglement. And if you want to, you can read more about this quantum entanglement on page 48 in a little book called 30-Second Theories, edited by Paul Parsons. Okay, it's easy, kind of. This is spooky because it's mysterious, seemingly something we can't know about, seemingly, as a ghost. It's at a distance because it can be close or light years away. It's action. Well, when two particles have been together, they imprint on each other. They exchange information. Then they separate, but something of that imprint remains. So when an experiment does something on one of the particles here, it causes a response not just on that little one particle, but on the other one that is close or light years away. What does that mean? What does that mean? Think. Number one, the leaf outline dissolved into its surroundings. Number two, spooky action at a distance. And there's omnipresent knowing, that web of all things, sometimes visible and sometimes invisible, that we can sense, as Jennifer Allen Prather wrote about. Knowing, we can look at these and see that they support each other, these three different occurrences, ideas. They make perfect sense. Omnipresent omniscience, like the leaf, knows itself, and all else in the universe, near or far, spooky action at a distance, God is, and God knows itself in all and as all. So, let's do some paper spooning and crackering around. I call on the usher, please. Would you pass out
No, don't pass out.
napkins, spoons, and crackers? Everybody, please take one object and right there in the chair. There, okay, please. Take one thing and don't eat the cracker.
But just one of the things.
One
A
of the things,
spoon,
sure, that's all you
a-
need. And at home,
just one
people
thing.
online,
One
go and
thing,
get,
One thing, not
Only
everything.
one thing.
you only get one.
One thing?
Time to share. Yeah. Okay, take one. And don't eat the cracker yet. And people who are
Scissors.
viewing this, go get a spoon or a napkin or a cracker, and it's going to be a meditation. The purpose of this meditation is to be aware of the life of our object. Right? Science teaches us that there's movement in everything. At the atomic level, subatomic level, it just goes and goes and goes, right? Movement, life is in everything, is everything. Nothing is still, ever. Did you get a something? Okay. Oh. You know what? Here. I got a paper right here. So, thank you, Usher.
Seems to be still.
So we're going to do a meditation. We can call on our inner Christ. Remember, that's the spiritual center that we each have, the truth of our being. And if you don't have a Christ name, you can call on universal love or Jesus. Dear Christ, do guide each of us in this. And we hold our objects gently in our hands. Again, no eating the cracker. So we close our auras to all but our spiritual center, our inner Christ. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath of love. And out. We hold our objects gently in our hands. Relax our hands. And we relax our bodies. We relax our feet and our legs. All the way up to our hips, we relax and love and feel peace and joy. We relax in love that is God, that is Christ, that is the universe, that is us, that is our object. We relax within, and as this love, it fills our lower torsos, mid-torsos, and upper torsos. Take a deep breath of love, and out. We relax our shoulders, our upper arms, lower arms, our hands and our fingers. We relax our necks and our heads. We are at peace. We go into a light meditation. Eyes closed or open if you wish. Because we can sense our object with eyes closed or open. Let's focus on our object. We can feel its weight its coolness or warmth, its shape, its texture. Moving around to do this is fine. Let's become aware that it has and is life. Does it have a scent? Smell if you wish. Rub it on your face if you want. Be still with your object and love it. This is a little piece of God, with all the holiness that we think of when we think of God. Maybe somehow you can see or sense in another way its energy. Particles make this up. Particles with movement. Is there a sound or colors and intuition from this object that blends with your own? Does it give you information about it? Maybe a feeling? Be silent with your object for a minute. What do you know about your object? What is it about your object? The realization can take form in your mind. We are aware of this, and we become more aware of our mental processes in our physical bodies. Awareness of our heads and necks and shoulders and arms. Our torsos and hips and legs and our feet. We can take a deep breath of love and out and open our eyes. Open our eyes. What did you see or feel? What thoughts came into your mind? Take about 1 minute to share them with your neighbor, if you desire. Talk about it. What was there? What was there?
Did you do it?
Yeah, just kind of,
Empty space.
I felt some kind of way, things. I did it a little bit.
Yeah.
I could feel the white little things on the paper,
Oh.
or see it in my mind.
I remember that in physics it said that atoms are mostly empty space. You know, and it's like if you had the solar system, it would be like, you know, here's the nucleus, and then the electrons would be like up there where Pluto is. So yeah, it's very interesting. With a lot of space in between. But just energy. Now
I heard there's a pattern that's duplicated here in our solar system.
Yeah, that's
That physics.
maybe we're just the atoms in somebody's fingernail.
We could be.
Something.
Why not?
Oh, we used to think that, we used to go around and around about that. Oh my God. That's why I love science fiction.
Yes. Well,
This is kind of.
let's come back together and talk more about that later, or, about whatever.
Or she got it from
You know?
somewhere.
And we could thank God for our new realizations here, our new knowledge and
There
wisdom.
goes the
And
cracker.
eat the cracker if we want.
We can't eat it now?
Certainly,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
a wonderful thing. Thank you, God, for, yeah.
I thought about my addiction,
Well,
I didn't have anybody to share with.
well, okay, you want to share?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, that's what I was thinking about, addictions and compulsion, and why else would I choose food when I had all my other stuff?
Well, if you're like me, you realize just the
But
existence.
it's okay now, right?
Oh, certainly, eat your cracker, or whatever it is.
Get it, Rich.
Sure.
May as well have chocolate on it. Oh.
Okay, all right, let's come back together, okay? And let's extend our realization of,
Why didn't I pick the cracker?
godness of our item and godness of everything into everything and everyone around us. Into everything that
That was
exists.
fun. That was
It can
great.
get us to peace. And, we can use it. We can use the peace. Maybe there are challenges that we see, and we can use the peace to say, everything's okay, we're okay, it's all okay. And we know how to live our lives because we meditate, pray. So, keep your new friends, except for the crackers that maybe you ate. And
You're one with them.
I thank you for your time and your attention.
That was really cool.
And that's it.
Yay, thank you. That was really good.
Thank you, Rev.Elaine.